Alright guys, so what is Funk of Titans? Funk of Titans is a downloadable game. It is coming out on Xbox One on January 9th. We are, what does funk refer to? I think it is like funkiness is what they mean, you know, like dancing and stuff. I don't know, like coolness. Yeah, the 70s were a dark time for pop culture. I'll agree with that. So I don't know much about this game, you guys. Like, I'm going in completely fresh, like you probably are. Pop. Okay, yeah, talk to Zeus. So we got kind of a mythological thing going. I just earned a resource for doing that. That is weird. Can I do it again? What happens? I have to restore funk all over the world. Yeah, no, he already said that. You know what this could use is like an intro? Oh well, let's see what happens. Thank you for sticking around. We just finished streaming Defense Grid 2, and now we're going on with Funk of Titans. Not the best frame rate I have seen, but it's not out yet. Maybe they still have improvements coming. Interesting. Was that bad guy dancing? You're supposed to collect CDs, I can see. Very colorful game here. Ah, crap. Pegasus Idol, that's cute. Ah! I don't know what I just got, but I'm glad I got it. So if you played Rayman Jungle Run or Rayman Fiesta Run, this is the same kind of game because he's running automatically. Like, ow! Oh, good thing I had some armor. I just have control over his jumps and his attacks. There were two different ways to go there. That's an interesting aspect to it. And yeah, these are pretty good graphics. Woo, made it to the end of the level. Were you chubby, narco, sleepy? I'm sorry to hear that. It happens to the best of us. So I don't know what any of these things mean. But let's go on. Side-scrolling levels of Crash Bandicoot. You know, I didn't play much of Crash Bandicoot. Oh, hold A. This is like a bonus level thing? Yeah. This is really weird. The controls are awful. They're supposed to be. But, oh my god, they're... Whoa! Whoops. Oh. That was the best I could do. I understand this game looks like I missed some kind of item. Probably for getting like perfect or something. I believe this game is going to cost $9, so it's a pretty affordable game as Xbox One games go. I mean, we just streamed another downloadable game, Defense Grid 2, and that's $25. So, I mean, this is a much smaller game, but the price is nice. You know, somebody might be able to point out that Endless Runners is the kind of game that you usually play on a smartphone or tablet, but they do work on other platforms. You know, like Runner 2 on Xbox 360, that's quite a good game. Tough game, but good. One thing I've been meaning to talk to you guys about is the improvements that we have planned for the stream. I have mentioned more than once that we have some improvements coming, such as co-hosts. That is something we are going to start doing, is having a second commentator give me something to bounce off of. And again, hopefully next week will be when we get that off the ground. Whoa! Ah, so close. Better than the last time, though. Yeah, Kal-El Can Fly points out that we have, if you play Order and Chaos online on Windows Phone or Windows 8, we have an official Windows Central Guild run by Kal-El Can Fly, and we're recruiting in that. We would really like for you to join. Ooh, collect 300 vinyls. I hope some of the people who are watching actually enjoy this, because it's quite a lot of fun. Like, it's a good, simple game, but... Ah, that wasn't a very good move on my part. But I can tell that I'm going to have a good time with it, especially the nice short levels. That's good for me, because a lot of times I only have, like, 10 or 15 minutes to play. That was a bad move. Dang it. Oh, yeah. 20 wimpy minions. That's what they get for being so wimpy. Ah! Yeah, I'm going to have to go back and redo some of these levels to perfect them. But you can't expect to be perfect on your first try, can you? The mixture of the ancient Greek setting with the Afro guy, it's curious. The dancing and the music, it kind of works. Not supernatural, but it's not offensive, I don't think. And we made it to the end. I bring the funk and the noise wherever I go. Woo. By the way, my good viewers, as Kal-El Can Fly has already mentioned, I have a big story coming up tomorrow at Windows Central that I would really like for you to read and comment on. And that, whoa, is my picks for the best Xbox One games of 2014. Now that 2014 is over, we can fairly pick our favorites, and a couple of the editors have already done so, as a matter of fact, but they only picked one game each. And me, I'm going big. I picked 8 games. Sort of 9 games, you'll see. Okay, so those kill you. I guess I should have expected that. Retry? Yeah, so I already talked about one of the games that is going to be on the list, and that is Warframe. Because Warframe really is one of the best Xbox One games. And it is a game that more people need to try. But yeah, like I said, there's a lot of different games, and you know me, my tastes are a little bit different than the mainstream. Like, I'm not a big first-person shooter guy. And so, there aren't any first-person shooters on my list. And I didn't even get to play Sunset Overdrive. Oh, crap. Man, that part is really hard. Like, I don't quite know what to do there. Cool, Half Flat Canadian says he's excited for it. Yeah, I appreciate that, you guys. It's a long article. Like, we're talking about 8 games, and I wrote several paragraphs about each game. You know, I make my case for why that game is special, and I just want you to know how the game works, so that you can decide whether or not you're interested in playing it. I can just skip that whole part there. Not really a good thing to do. Oh, these dancing dorks. Let's skip this part, too. Need to... the flaming weapon, equip it from the store. So I gotta go back and buy that. So like I said, please tune in tomorrow. Oh god! That part is so annoying. Good night, Sonicus. Been great having you here. Exit. We are going to go back and try to buy that flaming sword. See how expensive it is. Uh-oh. What do we got? I don't know what's happening here. Oh, my hero level has gone up. So you got your little mission thing like Endless Runners often have. Jetpack Joyride and what have you. Where's the shop? It's Y button. Okay. Basic. Cardboard. Maze. Radio cassette. Hero level 4 required. Dang, I'm not quite there yet. Do I want to buy a better one now? And yeah, I don't know. I don't think, unless there's an achievement for buying all the weapons. Jump a little earlier off the first wall while I'm dragging down. Okay, we'll give it a shot. You know, I might have had a little bit of champagne in my system. Might be slowing me down just a little bit. That's okay. Like, this is not the stream that you tune into to see somebody who is the ultimate master of games. No, you tune in to see somebody who's more like regular people, you know, little... Oh, man, I jumped earlier. Don't do the attack while I'm midair. Alright, don't do the attack. Check. I mean, I should just have to follow the CDs. Like, that should show me the pathway according to game design. Maybe it's just because I keep trying to attack. It's a short level, so we'll see. If I can't get it after a few more tries, I will give up. I'm not too proud. I mean, for now. I don't want to just fail over and over on the stream. Woo! It worked! You guys were right. Oh, that was not the best time to jump, but... Ah! I don't like that fire business. It's nice that you actually have a regular attack. Ow! Because usually in these kind of games you can only jump on their heads. Oh. And it makes perfect sense that you cannot jump on the spiked part of their heads. Gold tempts me to my death, does it? Sounds about right. Just like real life, actually. Alright, this time I got it, you guys. No more mistakes. Woo! By the way, it's always fun to talk about the things that we've been watching lately, and since last week I've been catching up on Arrow. Still... Oh, crap. Maybe not. Scoot over. Yeah, I'm almost through with the second season of Arrow now, and then I'll finally be caught up to the current season, which is season 3. Do any of you guys out there watch Arrow as well? You know what got me interested in it is because the CW's Flash show is so good, and the Flash spun out of Arrow. So then I started watching Arrow, and I don't think it's as good as the Flash. Like, there's some soap opera elements that get on my nerves. But it's still a really good show. Like, they have really compelling arcs for each season, and those are so enjoyable. Woo! That's more like it. Don't jump on their heads, Paul. Nothing fancy. Just get the job done. I like the wall jumping too. That's a fun mechanic. Woo! Thought I was gonna die. There we go, we finally did it. Hooray! Blame it on the champagne, there you go. Yeah, you know, I need to start watching Marco Polo too. It's what Light Cycle is recommending. Yeah, it's true. Arrow started out with more of a female leaning, and now they've kind of opened it up. Talk to Aretha. The son of the funk god. I don't know what to think about that. You know, it'd be interesting it would be interesting to find out like how many of the actual developers of this game are black. You know, whether any of them are or not, because I bet that would really color the way we receive the game itself. You know what I'm saying? Although certainly I haven't seen anything offensive at all. But I just have to wonder, you know, like, what do black people think of this particular use? These characters and such. Uh-oh, I need the traffic sign. Come back later. Bounce around. Some cool level design. Should have jumped on his head. I think I'm just going to try to beat this level and then we'll call it quits as long as I can beat it. And by the way, at this point we probably only have regular viewers, but in case you're new to the stream, we do this every Saturday at 8 p.m. Central, always at the same time. So you can set your calendar or your watch to it, and you'll be ready to come every weekend that you're available. We would be so happy to have you. And all of you guys who are regulars, please try to bring a new person to the stream. We want to grow the stream. We need more people. And if they're friends with cool people like you, then we can be assured that they will be fairly cool too. Lazy or oddly clever is what half black Canadian describes this as. That's interesting. Yeah, you know, my daughter is half black. I wouldn't want to expose her to anything that wasn't really good for her. But yeah, no, this seems fine. A little bit of a blaxploitation vibe, that's true. Is Bronze Tiger from Arrow going to be in the movie? Yeah, you know, thank you for joining us, Zorbs. It was great seeing you, dude. Yeah, one of the things about Arrow that I haven't liked is how they've used the Black Tiger. He's severely underused, is the best thing I could say. Like, he's a cool character. He's played by Michael Jai White, who is best known as Spawn. And no, I've never quite forgiven him for being Spawn. But yeah, like his character in the episodes he's been in, he just doesn't get a lot to do. And it's a shame because he's more of an important character in the comics. You know, at least they've got him in the show, but I would like to see more of him, you know, like build a story around him and give him some dialogue and some opportunities to act. Yeah. Bronze Tiger, right. But Arrow 1, you know, the first season, it starts out a little bit slow, but by the end of the season, it is totally into high gear. And then Season 2 is really strong, except for the character Laurel, who is terrible in Season 2. But, you know, but she doesn't torpedo the whole show. And Season 2 has all kinds of great comic book characters. You know, like Black Canary comes in, and once I found out who Black Canary was, I was like, oh my gosh, it was such a revelation. Yeah, thank you very much for joining us, 007ZBR. If you're ever free and you want to see a new game or you just want to chat with your fellow gamers, then please tune in to our weekend streams. And maybe next week we'll have a midweek stream. You know, I might just end up announcing one of those on like Tuesday or Wednesday. Not totally sure yet, but we have something we're kicking around. And by the way, I want to thank Kal-El Can Fly for being a great moderator tonight. Congratulations, MI Forever, touchdown Steelers. Thank you guys for letting me talk to you about my favorite superhero shows and movies. And yeah, I guess we talked about the game some too, didn't we? Next weekend, next Saturday, January 10th, we're going to be playing Flockers from Team 17. That's a puzzle game. It is basically a clone of Lemmings, a classic series. Lemmings is a really great game, and Flockers is an uninteresting interpretation of it, the closest thing you can get on Xbox One. So you got to tune in and check that out. It's from the makers of Worms. Then the weekend after that, we will be playing the Golf Club, and then we will close out the month with Chariot. Chariot was a free Games with Gold game. Not everybody got it though, and we're going to be giving away copies for multiple platforms. So if you didn't get it free on Xbox One, maybe you can tune in and get it on on that or another platform. You guys have been really great tonight. If you're not already following me, please do. Also, please follow Kal-El Can Fly. He has been doing a little bit of streaming lately. He's been streaming some Project Spark and other games. Project Spark is not a game that I play, unfortunately. Got a little bit of a snub from Microsoft when we wanted to review that one, so I ended up passing it on by. But you can see Kal-El Can Fly play it and see what he's up to. Cool, Nerve Elite. I'm glad to hear that you liked Funk of Titans. It's an interesting game. It has a nice sense of humor and some bright, colorful graphics, and it's fun, you know. I really liked what I played just now. Don't forget, tomorrow, my best Xbox One games of 2014 story goes up at windowscentral.com. Please tune in, read it, leave a positive comment, and also please leave a comment on the article about tonight's stream if you can. Those comments help us. This is Funk of Titans. One more time. Funk of Titans for Xbox One. It is coming out on January 9th. It is not actually out yet. So you just got a cool preview of the game. They did not tell me it was embargoed, so I just went ahead and threw it in tonight. Hopefully it wasn't really embargoed.